Hello there and welcome to my guide. This will be on the Orochi, who is an assassin, who is pretty hard in this game, and is close range and very quick. Moves around the enemy a lot and can pull off some very flashy moves. If you've ever played League of Legends, he's kind of the Zed of this game. Some of his weaknesses are against the Peacekeeper, the Warden, and the Nobushi, just because their attacks can be very unpredictable, and some of them can be pulled out extremely fast, while others can be really slow. Like the Warden, he has a fast attack, and then two slow ones after that. It makes it really hard to reflect the abilities after he's done them. Now, I'm going to pull up a match here, where we will see how we can do this. Let's do it up against the Warden. So, one of the hardest things to get down on the Orochi is his reflectability. His reflectability is the main part of his kit that is going to make you a unhittable god. This will definitely make your gameplay as the Orochi sparkle instead of you just getting pummeled by a Warden and having nothing to say about it. The Orochi has many abilities. I will pull these up right here. The crosswind slashes is just 3 light attacks. I use this sometimes, not too often. The abilities that I generally use are the Storm Rush ability, the Riptide Strike, and the Lightning Strike. No, not the Lightning Strike. The Storm Rush, Lightning Strike, and the Riptide Strike. These are his generally good moves, and the Wind Gust and Hurricane Blast are used after the Deflect. I do not suggest using Hurricane Blast, though. So here we are against a Warden. What I do to practice my Orochi is I just go around him. Whenever he attacks, I dodge. If you are on keyboard, what you do is you press the A, D, or W key, depending on direction, and you just press space whenever he attacks you. It should look like that whenever you do it. You see, I'm pretty trash about this. It's a habit of mine, but I don't actually block whenever I do mine. You probably want to have a block up, just in case if you miss the guard, or the deflect. And this deflect is essential to the kit of the Orochi, because right after you get this, you do a wind strike, I think it is. And that is what you mainly combo into. So, yeah, it can be really hard to get off on this guy since he has quick attacks and slow ones like that. Now you want to just run around your guy, do that, and sometimes you can just do this. What I did right there is I rolled backwards whenever he hit me, and I used a move that is called, what's it called? Storm Rush. So Storm Rush, what you do with this is you move back with the S key, press space, and then you hold right mouse button. This will cause you to move back and then move in at your opponent and do an attack like this. It's getting hard on a bot. You want to use this move whenever the enemy goes in on you, and you can have the chance to roll backwards. It's really useful in battles, and I suggest using it whenever you can.
Time is running out.
Orochi is really good in 1v1s, but in the Dominion game mode, he's not too strong. He is still a very viable class. It's just, whenever it comes to team fighting, he's not the best. He struggles from having almost 0 armor, and he's better played as an assassin-y type character who goes and takes those back points that no one really focuses on, As the Orochi, you never really want to kill minions, you just want to run through them. You pretty much go for kills with them. And
Round 2.
that's what makes them special. You aren't a team player, you can kind of just solo carry games. Going back to the League of Legends thing, yep, he's pretty much the Zed. You can just solo carry a game for your team. And there have been many times where I have actually taken off the entire enemy team just using my revenge mode. It's a really powerful mode that you can go into whenever you get hit and do a lot of hitting. And I'm going to quit out of this so that I can show you the armor that I use on this guy. So, whenever you play the Orochi, just remember the lightning strike, where you go back, go in, and slash the guy, and your deflect ability. You really want to get down that deflect ability. It's tricky to get down on, and major asset to the Orochi. So, what I run on this guy, I'm going to start off with the armor. So, on the armor, I have block damage, because pretty much he doesn't need execution, health regen. He mainly heals up at objectives and stuff, and he doesn't necessarily kill people with executions too much. Block damage because damage. Sprint speed is, it can be good at times, but here I have my helmet. Revenge mode duration is a must on this guy. The debuff resistance, I prefer taking away from that instead of taking away from exhaustion recovery, because whenever you are attacking an entire enemy team, of course your character is going to get exhausted quickly. And the debuff resistance, it doesn't really come into play too much unless if you get key-eyed or something. And the enemy goes into revenge mode. Those are just things that happen not too often, and the exhaustion recovery happens way more often than that. For my arms, I have stamina regen, because you want to get as much regeneration on this guy as possible. The revive speed I took away from, because this guy really isn't a team player. He's mainly going in on the back line, trying to carry the game. Block damage resistance is free damage resistance right there. And starting on the weapon, for my blade, I have the Aikida blade. The reason why I have this is because I'm going straight for attack. Defense it's good on this character. This is the most decidable piece. Do you want to have strong, bursty moves and you can take some hits, or do you want to have a constant kill thing and take a lot of damage? You see, I haven't fully decided on this, so I still have 2 of these blades. Only time will tell. It pretty much is just personal preference which one you want to go with. I prefer the less defense, more attack one, but the other one can be good since, of course, you do have the stamina regeneration on your arms. So for the grip, I have, or the hilt that they call in this game, I have revenge mode defense, because what you want to do with this guy is get into revenge mode and slice, sushi time, kill a bunch of people, and that's how you're going to take over those objectives whenever it's like a 2v1 and nothing's looking happy for you. Revenge gained by defense is good, but it's not as good as feat cooldown reduction. I used to actually run this thing so that it made my feat cooldown reduction higher, but I've since realized that that's not really needed, since the revenge mode is just too OP in this game. If they change the revenge mode, then you might want to switch to feat cooldown reduction, but currently in the state of the game is in beta, revenge mode defense, best thing. You're squishy, and also, why don't you just get some defense where it can? Then for the guard, I have revenge mode attack. I decided to take out throw distance because I don't even know where you throw things. It may be where you use the kunai and stuff, but in my skill set, I don't actually use any actives. I only use passives, except for the 4th ability. Revenge gained by injury. Come on, if you're getting hit, you don't even deserve to go into revenge mode, man. Attack the guy. Once you kill a guy, you're probably gonna go into it. You can kill another guy. Kill a bunch of guys. So for the abilities that I take on them, like I said, I only really use passives. The reason why I do this is because the Ki, it's good. I would use this if I didn't use the passive. It stuns the enemy, and it's... The problem that I have with it, though, is it can be missed very often, which is, of course, a problem with me, but if you can hit it, maybe you should go for it. I, on the other hand, prefer Bounty Hunter because once you kill an opponent, you can then switch to another one, and you're going to have more health and more stamina. You can stay in the fight for longer and kill more enemies. And for my second ability, I have Revenge Attacks. This is, of course, so that you can go into revenge mode. It's pretty much a must on almost every single character. The Smoke Bomb and Kunai are both very good abilities, but this is just the best. So for the third thing, this is really up to you here. I use Slip Through because I prefer not to have any actual active abilities, since I bind things to my mouse and that stuff kind of gets in the way. So I have Slip Through because dodging raises attack for a short duration. This character dodges every single time that he reflects, so you're going to get a small damage buff on your guaranteed hit after you deflect. So, free damage there. If you're able to get up to the 3rd tier, then you're probably doing good. Now you're going to do even better. For the Sharpened Blade thing, the Bleed, I haven't actually tested this out, so I can't really give an opinion on it. The Longbow, I have found that this thing does a lot of damage, but for the cooldown that it has, the Slip Through ability is just better suited for this character. The only reason to actually have the Longbow skill is whenever you have a Orochi or whatever the other assassin guys are running around at the end whenever they're the only one left on the team, and you just have to pop them in the head and then they're game over, you win. Fear itself is my 4th move. The 4th move, I don't really... It's kind of anticlimactic for the Orochi. You kill all these guys, you get up to the 4th, and then you just get this small thing. The Nail Bomb isn't... It's a trap. It's not the Orochi's thing. You can place the trap at the final, closest to the enemy team's spawn zone, and they may get popped by that, but good players will always be able to see those. The Fear itself, this is what I take. It's because enemies around him have lower stamina reduction and defenses. You can kill the guy quicker, and if it's a group, it does it in area. The Arrow Storm, I haven't tested this, but it has proven to be pretty strong. But the Arrow Storm, I think, is generally better to be used on minions, and it's more of a support type thing. It's not the playstyle that you want to go for the Orochi. The Orochi can be customized to have different genders, skin colors. You can change a lot of things about him. In fact, I really like this ornament thing that you can put on his head. Really enjoy this one right here. So that's what I take as the loadout on the Orochi. Just remember, whenever you are playing the Orochi, just go for that reflect, go for those dodges, don't get hit. Remember, whenever they go for a strong move, to roll backwards and go straight into a lightning dash. I am going to do a quick arena. If I lose this, then that will be pretty sad. But I am pretty confident in my abilities with the Orochi. So, if you think that you have the Orochi down, then you could just leave here. I'm gonna do this as more of an example on how the Orochi should be played. What's it doing here? There it is. This, of course, is in beta. People have been making complaints about the Orochi being OP, so he may get nerfed. I honestly don't think that the Orochi is OP, being that the other classes, some of them need buffs. Like, the Nobushi needs a mobility buff.
Round one.
A lot of classes need buffs, but other classes can be played really well. Like, some of them I thought weren't gonna be too good, but they ended out being pretty decent. So whenever you have a guy like this, you just want to go for him. Then whenever wasn't actually able to get that one off there. Good guy. Okay. So what happened there is the whatever the guy's called, samurai guy, Kensei. He's really long range, hard to deal with on the Orochi. I underestimated his range and stuck too close to him. With the Kensei, you can't really dodge backwards and do the lightning dash thing. You pretty much have to just go on the offensive with him. There we go. Yeah, whenever you have an opponent that loves doing these bash things, what I've found is don't reciprocate the bash. Just keep on slashing at them, since they won't be able to bash you while you're slashing at them. That's just free damage right there. Might as well go
Round
for it.
three.
Sorry about that. Had an itch behind my ear. So here's round 3. I really like going into that ability. You see, what this guy is doing is keeps on trying to go for that. Okay, whenever you're out of energy, you just want to run away, honestly. This guy didn't follow me, which was a dumb move by him. There we go, probably got him here. Yes, got him. So, what he did right there is he didn't actually follow me whenever I ran away. You know, the Iron Lungs thing for the first ability isn't actually too bad, just because you can regenerate your stamina while running. And that's pretty much what you're going to be doing while you're trying to regenerate your stamina. I haven't tested it, since I'm pretty sure stamina actually regenerates while you're running. It's a weird thing. I notice it whenever I run. I still regenerate my stamina. So, I'm gonna try to... Since this guy's trying to push me, I'm gonna push him back. Try to get him off. Pick him up. Currently just trying to regenerate my energy here. Get that. And remember, it's not always just a pussy move to just block attacks. Whenever you feel that you can get off a reflect, go for it. Commentating, trying to do duels is pretty hard. This is my first actual YouTube video, so hope this gets views. Please like this video. You know, people haven't been abusing the dash capability in this game so far in the beta. I think that the bash ability is very strong on PC, because the button to do it, the button to do it is kind of off. I bound it to my 2 key, which is on my Razer Naga, so it's easy to hit. you want to be able to reciprocate the bash easy on this duel. Thought that there was a round left. You want to be able to reciprocate the bash whenever you can, but sometimes the best thing to do is just spam against him. If you're getting charged at by like a berserker guy, just roll out of the way and then attack him. It's pretty much free damage. But this is going to be the end of the guide here. I hope this was helpful for you on the Orochi. Leave a like, maybe a comment, add me on the Ubisoft Uplay thing, and maybe we could go 1v1 at some point. See you, have a nice day.